Frankenstein contacted me a few minutes ago, and he was saying, "Hey, I need you to do a demonstration on that fake ambient light rejection. We call it the Frankenstein scam paint." Now, we already went and we filed our complaint with PayPal against them. We stated with PayPal. Well, first, if you don't know who I am, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Ridge Technology Screens, and we ordered the Frankenstein to get it down here, not only for testing, but to give the individual who made this stuff the opportunity again to be able to go in and back his product. And he failed to do so miserably, and I mean miserably. As always, it's kind of like watching a train wreck. I mean, literally watching a train wreck every single time. So we had somebody a few minutes ago saying, "Hey, talk more about the ambient light rejection scam." Yeah, it's an ambient light rejection scam. He has videos here. We posted screenshot. All that stuff's been sent to PayPal just a few minutes ago. We sent all that information. Yeah, buddy, you keep this up, man, they're going to basically close you down. You got to stop doing these fake demonstrations on your products. But we have it here in the video of him saying that the product of the Frankenstein is ambient light rejection technology. Not only that, it's posted to his video, but clearly on the website in the description of the product doesn't say anything. Now, this is our Frankenstein right here that, as you can see, is a different color. You will see once the screen is painted. This whole entire video, don't delete it, buddy, because we dubbed your video. We sent it over to PayPal. They have it right now. They're looking through it right now. You're showing two different colors. Even messed up. The verification video we sent it them to also shows that that video was made a day ago, which means you wanted to change the video at the paint at the last minute just to basically get over on somebody. That's what you did. And anybody and everybody knows on the planet that anytime any company or anything you may have in your house is making something new or developing something new, they'll give you these updates and bulletins and demos and whatever, everything up front to say, "Hey, look, we're coming up with this new product and such and so and la 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 la." They don't just change the product just like that. So there's so many ways he's going to try to come at this, but he's not going to win. This video right here, pretty much he's done. All right, so this is a Frankenstein right here. When we contacted PayPal, we told them we did a verification video. We recorded our transaction showing the color of the product. The color of the product actually matches the same color in the video 5 years ago. Also, too, who in their right mind makes a product that's ambient light rejection and then removes it and turn around and charge you more money? 5 years ago, his product was not the price that it is now. So you're actually paying more for something that used to be. So if you ever comes on camera and said, "I never said my stuff is ambient light rejection," which I have heard you say in videos before, you, my friend, are a liar. Because right here, there's a video of you stating and saying that the product Frankenstein is ambient light rejection. Let's go check it out. I hooked up my speakers. So we have it at 143 is where you can hear it.
The Frankenstein mix that I created here, it's more like ambient light rejection paint that I have here.
Ambient light rejection paint. That's clearly what you said, right? Ambient light rejection paint.
The Frankenstein mix that I created here, it's more like ambient light rejection paint that I have here. And
now let's have a look at the color of the paint when you apply it.
Showing you what to do. All you need is...
There's the color of your product. Doesn't look like what we have in our container over here. That actually matches the exact same color on the verification video of the color of the Frankenstein. The exact same color.
Take it all the way into... See it?
Now, PayPal will be contacting Wix, because you do have quite a lot of complaints against you. Not only us, there's other complaints against Crows. A lot of them.
I don't like that.
Because we're not the only ones he's done this to.
You will end up seeing them. All right.
So we're getting a recording of this just in case that this video goes missing, because this has happened before. These are all going to the blacklist today. And especially in the verification video, I'm going to be posting those in other videos in a few minutes. I clearly state in the video, I say that the reason why we are doing this video is because we don't want him to go in and change the color of the product. Did you not write on my container saying that it's not ambient light rejection? That's what you're saying, with all punctuation marks and capitals. But right here, you have it stated that it is ambient light. And you even said in your video it's ambient light rejection. So which one is it? And also, too, I would really like to get to the bottom of this Black Frankenstein. For those you don't know, we ordered a Black Frankenstein right off his website, active shopping cart and everything, went right through. Payment went right through. Where is this Black Frankenstein, man? Your colors on your Frankenstein just seem to change at will, don't they? Let's go over here. Let's come out of here. I'm going to leave that right there. Let's go over to the verification video. Isn't that the color of your screen paint right there? See the color of that? See, it's not the top one because the top is saying 32 ounces, so that's not a color. It would be the bottom that's saying gunmetal gray. This is the evidence that we sent over to PayPal today. Oops, sorry about that, people. I made a big mistake. I just hit my serger. All right, we'll click her back on. So we can talk why my stuff comes back on because, again, I wanted to hit the serger. Why is that thing there to begin with? But anyway, but as I said before, Fernando, the product you sent here, this is what you sent to us. You sent to us a UV mix. Did you know? Like matches this paint and this container, which is a UV mix. Now, if you are deciding to stick with this color, because now you can't change back, you can't ever change back because now you've been put on blast. So if you decide to security system triggering. So basically, if you decide to basically go back and change your color back to light gray, we will have a video. We have a video already of you doing that. So you're just switching back and forth from your site at will. So if you keep this color, sorry about that, people, you have damned yourself. You know why? Because we made this on a live stream. We know how to make this, and this matches your Frankenstein, which means that we have the ingredients to your Frankenstein. Good gracious. Like I said, can't make it up, people. Let's get this back to where it was. There we go. Can't make it up. So you're kind of, what's the word for it? Damned if you do and damned if you don't. Oh, look, everything came back in. Isn't God good? All right, so if you look at the color here, we have here at the bottom, let me go over here so we shoot at the right mouse. I want you to listen to what Mr. Bird said as Mr. Bird was shooting this video. This website, we want to make sure that the color is exactly as claimed to be. Keep in mind, we've been through a situation where we actually ordered a Simax from this individual, and we ended up getting black paint. So we want to make sure he doesn't go into the site and change the color of the product or anything else, and you may try to win a claim if the product gets here and it's not what it's supposed to be. So we always like to make sure we have recordings to back up anything that's the best. But want to make sure that we have a recording of this, that this is the color we're supposed to be getting, not that. I don't know what color that is, but we have two different shades of color here. This is a darker, and this is actually a lighter one right there. And like I said, I don't know why. So to make sure we cover everything on the website, everything's thorough, everything's by the book. Like I said, when I take people to court, I don't like to look like an idiot. I like to make sure everything is done. All my T's are crossed, all I's are dotted. I go in with foolproof evidence. If I take you to court, I guarantee you I will bury you easily, because I am very thorough about how I present evidence. So when I go in and look at something, we go through everything. So when I went into there to check the cart, we noticed that he had two different colors in there. You don't have a color option, so you don't have that in there. But at the top, it says 32 ounces. That's not a color, that's a size. The one at the bottom, which is the lighter color, says gunmetal attached to it. That would be the color. That's when you click on it, it says gray. You would have two colors there. Does this come in two different colors? It doesn't. There's no color option here. This is just basically for the size of it. I don't know why we have a color attached. 32 ounces. And when you click down the bottom, 32 ounces, so it's not saying color. What does this one say? Right. So that would be the color right there. So when we get the item here, we should be able to have the exact same color we're looking at right now. Now the reason why this is being recorded is because, like I said, we had an incident before where we had a product come through here, it was black, and the individual tried to claim that the product came in that particular color. We had that video too, showing that he wanted that. We're not going to go into that. Now, as I said before, let's go over to the Frankenstein. I don't care how many times you show that all, it doesn't make a difference. You got busted. This is what people who get busted would do. They would try to fight, oh, but this, but it's that. Dude, you got busted with shipping out a product with the wrong color, showing you deliberately went into your website and manipulated your website to try to basically back up your theory or claim that the product looks this way and always came this way. You got caught lying. Just face it. I don't care what kind of pictures you show us in the day. We don't care. You got busted. That picture has nothing to do with me. This transaction has everything to do with me. What do I care about a picture you're sending to me at the end of the day? All right, then. He need to get himself together. I don't care about that. You can send me pictures from son. That has nothing to do with that. PayPal doesn't care about that. I take it to court. They don't care about that. They don't care about what pictures you're showing. Don't care. They want to talk about what happened. And if you look at this nonsense, this is the Frankenstein right here. This is what we ordered. I hope you didn't go anything and change anything out again, because we got recordings on that too, and they do dumb stuff, trust me. So there's the color of it right there. As you can see how dark it is compared to what we have here in the verification. We have two different colors. Now let's see if it says anything on the site where it says this product is ambient light rejection technology. Read through it. Anything on there says ambient light rejection technology at all? Now he can sit there and say, well, you know, what would you say? I took it out because it's not necessary. It is necessary. Really, it is. It's definitely necessary. So if you're going to brag about having ambient light rejection technology and do videos of it, and then you remove it out and charge people more money for it, that you kind of downgraded the product and charge people more money for it. That's what you did. So it shows that you abuse your website and you manipulate, committing fraud, changing out your colors at will to suit you. The information you have on your website is clearly nowhere in any way to possibly to help your customers. This is your specification sheet. I don't even want to get into this. You have nothing there about narrow viewing combs, what kind of projectors are used outside, because you can't use any projector outside. There's a certain lumen count that a screen is definitely going to activate at a certain time of the day. There's also a distance throw on how far a projector has to be back before the screen starts to deteriorate, depending on exactly the size of the screen and how much light you have outside. Nothing's there at all, period, on that. My shipping policy is literally bigger than everything you have on your website. Literally, my shipping policy is bigger. Your shipping policy, again, now we're a customer sitting here with a product that's the wrong color and clearly caught him changing the color, busted him. Where's your policy there to protect me as a customer? I'm your customer. What's on your policy? Your policy says there is no returns, no refunds once the item is delivered on your property. Let's skip the fact that my name is Kenneth Bird. I'm your customer. We made a transaction. I transferred money to your account. You accepted it, did you not? So on your site, where is there information there to protect me as a customer if the card comes in the wrong color or if the product is not what it's supposed to be? Where is the say on it? Nothing. That is designed to protect you and you only. That's what it's designed for. You are a scammer, my friend. I've busted you so many times, it's not even funny. And you know the sad thing about it is we're going to be going into hopefully the middle of the month. You still haven't placed an order through my website. Here he's in there crying and whining. No, let's move on. We don't got time to hear it. You just got, PayPal just filed a complaint. He just got his complaint to us through PayPal. So he has an option. Your option is simple and plain. Don't cry. We don't have time for it, Karen. Your option is simple and plain. You got busted. There's a video right here. There is in the video you saying your product is ambient light rejection, and now you're saying on your website it's not ambient light rejection. We all know why, because of that. Because if you take this screen and you put it in a real facility with real light in a real environment, it will wash out. And if it washes out, what's the first thing you're going to do? You're going to contact this fellow and say, hey, I thought you said this product worked. And he's going to sit there and say, I never said it was ambient light rejection. But it is. The Frankenstein is ambient light rejection because you said it right here, right? Did you not say it right here?
Trying to do with this, I'm going to paint it with the Frankenstein mix that I created here. It's more like ambient light rejection paint that I have here. And I will be painting it with this, showing you what to do. All you need is...
This is not the first time I've caught this individual doing stuff that he shouldn't have been doing. There's a demonstration. We caught him literally just lying in the middle of a demonstration, just outlandish, crazy stuff at the end of the day. The Network Crows1176 video, clearly his painting skills, unbelievable, the lies just splurting out. I guess to deal with the nervousness that he was going through because his product was matching a house paint. Yeah, and even in that one, you prove that you don't know math and clearly don't know how to add. Again, you're the last person that should be calling anyone an idiot because you do not know how many quarts go into a gallon. Couldn't make it up. As a matter of fact, I think we got that. Yeah, we got that video. Crow don't know math. Yeah, that would explain the whole 300-inch screen. That would explain the whole incident here with this nonsense in the front of the page. The home page. You go to the home page, he has fake information on the home page. Now, like I said, Frankenstein's not ambient light rejection. It doesn't come in that dark color. It comes in the color we got. The reason why that color was changed out so fast for him to be able to go in and back his product up. And if that is the product you're standing by, you better hope not, because we can make that paint because that's the exact same color as a UV mix. And we made the UV mix on camera, which means we can make your Frankenstein and post the ingredients. And keep in mind, that's not our ingredients. We use your video to do it, the black and white challenge, which he has never done. I'm still looking for that video. He should be posting here, the Network Crows1176. How come that's not posted here? If you claim your product is different from this product, why is it not posted here for everybody to see? Because he don't want you to see it. He wants to bury that in his YouTube archives. He wants no one to see that. But that should be posted right here. You should have that right there. I don't know why it's not there, but it's not. We all know why it's not there. Now over here, you're saying that your product, 2 quarts, are going to paint screen, and you spelled this incorrectly, but anyway, a 200-inch screen. Do you have any proof that 2 quarts are going to paint a 200-inch screen? Because if not, that's a freaking lie. Here you have your product paints up to 120-inch. I do believe you can get that from a quart 120-inch. That's no problem. But 200 inches from 2 quarts? No, that's a lie. 150-inch is kind of sketchy because it depends on the coverage of the paint. It really does come down to that. And what he should do, he should have paint on demonstrations as we do, showing that how much paint it takes to cover a screen. He's just second guessing this all the way through. Everything on his website's all second guess. And if you notice, you're talking about your products work on low-end projectors, but I noticed that in all your demonstration pictures, all of them are on a 4K projector. All those pictures are taken with the 4K, the Optima. I don't see any other demonstrations on any other projectors at all. Every last one of them are on a 4K projector, and yet you're claiming in your title that your product works on low-end projectors. Also, too, you're making a lot of claim on venue projectors. I can go back and find a video where you claim that venue projectors suck, and now you're supporting them. You flip-flop all over the place. You really do. Your products don't work on venue projectors. They just don't work on venue projectors at all. Now, I told you people, the whole reason why we're not concerned about your product, Crow. We don't care if we test it or not. This was an opportunity for you to back your product. We move on. We got other companies to test that at the end of the day. We don't have to go through this headache. The good thing about it is we don't have to go through the headache. And I said before, I am not ordering from you ever again. We'll get somebody else to get the paint from now on. It'll be an easier transition. Because ordering from you is a nightmare. I just sat there and said that in a couple of videos because he can't back his products. So why would Crow go in and change the color of the paint just rapidly that quick? Because when Crow saw the gunmetal downstairs, he thought the gunmetal that we had downstairs was that color gray. And he made the screen paint he had that color gray, altering and changing his product in order to basically deal with what his screen was going to be facing when it got down here. And you still failed. And you know why you still failed? Because he thought that by changing the color, he was going to have a screen that was going to match identically to the 39 gunmetal. Yeah, problem you have there, buddy boy, is that downstairs in a max out zone, there is so much light down there that screens will come up a little bit lighter because they're taking in a ton of ambient light. That's why. The gunmetal 39 is extremely dark. And if you notice when we did it yesterday side by side, we put the product right next to the screen paint. It didn't even match in any way whatsoever. That's had to hurt, didn't it? That was a burn on so many levels. But your product did match the UV mix. So yeah, that's what he tried. And it didn't work out. See what happens? And he's over there ranting and going on. What, again, Fernando, we're going to come off here for a minute because he's having a tantrum. Let's go someplace else. Let's go back to his video. He's having a bit of a tantrum over there. Fernando Gonzalez, so you can understand what I'm saying here. You were supposed to ship us out the product that we ordered. Do you understand what I'm telling you? So we can get this through that thick noggin of yours because something's not working. It's not clicking. Wires are not connecting. There is something going on there. Your brain is acting like my subwoofers yesterday wouldn't pair to my soundbar. Something's not connecting. Listen to what I say to you. I did not purchase that color. The color that I purchased on the verification of the Frankenstein was the exact same color that you displayed here in your video demonstration showing a Frankenstein mix. That's what I purchased. I don't care how much you argue about it. That's what I purchased, and that's what I expected to get. That's why we did the verification demonstration, because we knew that you were going to go do this to begin with. So you're angry and upset because you got caught. Now, I am giving you an option to go fix the problem. I'm not going to take the money, or the money's already pulled from your account already, but you have an option to keep the money that I gave you. You will send me the product that I ordered. That's what you will send to me, what I paid for. Do you understand? I'm telling him this so he can understand because things don't click. That's what I paid for. Didn't pay for an orange couch, didn't pay for a blue couch or purple. I paid for a gray couch. And that's what you will send me, a gray couch. Do you understand when I'm telling you this? That's what I paid for. That's what I expect to get. I couldn't care less what you're talking about. I couldn't care less about pictures. I don't care. You will send me. If you cannot send me this item, then you will return the money back to my banking account. That's what you will do. Easy. Now, I could just go in and file a claim against you and say, no, we don't want the item. Give me my money back and take it out of you. Or I can say, give you the option to keep the money by sending me what I paid for. That's it. I don't want to hear, oh, he doesn't want to test it. Your product that you bought over here wouldn't work anyway because it doesn't match the gunmetal. The gunmetal is way darker than the product you have over here. And the product you sent over here technically is still not even gunmetal because it is too light. Gunmetal screens are dark. They look almost like they're black. And your product doesn't even match it. So you failed there. You failed to do what you were supposed to do. You didn't even come close to matching a 39 gunmetal. But if you take the time and order the product from my website, which you are scared to do, you will realize that it's not the same color as your product. My goodness. All right. So I have to explain it to him because he's in a rant about some dumb nonsense. Send me what I paid for. That's the color of the screen. That's the color of the product right there. That's it right there. And that's the same color that we purchased right there. Exact same color. All right, so that's what you send to me. You send to me what I paid for. So is a Frankenstein a scam paint? Oh, heck yes it is. It's definitely a scam paint. At the end of the day, the guy couldn't back his product up. It all comes down to one thing, people. It comes down to the simple fact that he was supposed to send us a product by backing his product, giving him the opportunity. I said this when we first developed the gunmetal. What did I say? I could go to anybody and get your product down here with no problem, but I will give you the opportunity to back your product. And you couldn't do that. Not only you couldn't back your product, but you got busted committing fraud again. So I got to get downstairs and I got to get ready because I have to upload you to the blacklist next to another demonstration of you basically committing fraud again. Ah, my goodness. Couldn't make it up if I wanted to. Until then, you got to explain to your customers how you are charging them more money for a product you made 5 years ago that's claiming to be ambient light rejection technology, and now it doesn't have it. And you're charging them more money. It should be less, way less. Well, so if you're going to sit there and say, I never said that, well, yeah, I've heard you in demonstrations saying, I never said my product was, do you want me to dig that video up? You really don't want me digging that video because I do have it. It's called the bamboozle video. The bamboozle video, he clearly says that my product, I never said it was ambient light rejection technology. Never said that.
What I'm trying to do with this, I'm going to paint it with the Frankenstein mix that I created here. It's more like ambient light rejection paint that I have here. And I will be painting
more like go to 43, 1.43. I'll put it down there for you so you know exactly what to click on where he says it crystal clear.
The Frankenstein mix that I created here. It's more like ambient light rejection paint that I have here. And
so what is it, Crow?
With this.
Is it ambient light rejection? What is it? What is your product? What is it?
It's more like ambient light rejection paint that I have here. And I will be painting with this, showing you what to do. All you need is
Title of the video.
that's it, paint, roller. This is just smooth. It's not smooth to me.
So, even bigger question we have now, besides the whole scam with the Frankenstein, what is your paint? Is it black? Is it gray? Is it light gray? Is it ambient light rejection? Is it not ambient light rejection? Because you have on your website, you're saying that it's not. So if you have a product that's 5 years old, which this one is because it's timestamped, if he deletes the video, we all know. If it's 5 years old and you claim this product to have ambient light rejection, you're doing some Sonic Chill, I'm familiar with him. Anyway, but you're saying it's 5 years old, ambient light rejection, and now it's not ambient light rejection? That's what you're saying? And you're charging people more money than what you were charging 5 years ago? What did you stuff? What did you write on my container? You said not ambient light rejection, right? You remember that incident where Partey was walking around talking all that trash about canceled orders? And every time we went to his website and we ordered his product and he canceled the order and we went back and played the same video. And we did it so many times that this guy got mad and pulled his whole entire marketplace down because he got busted. Yeah, this is what you just did. Same dumb nonsense. I told you, you guys get busted every single time.
What I'm trying to do with this, I'm going to paint it with Frankenstein mix that I created here. It's more like ambient light rejection paint that I have here. And I will be painting with this, showing you what to do.
So if this is your new color, number one, we know it's not ambient light rejection, but we don't know what it is at the end of the day. Spin the wheel, people, just spin the wheel. But anyway, if this is the new color that you're saying your product is, this is the new color now, it's basically the UV mix. Yeah, you're basically buying an old screen paint. This is a UV mix right there. So which one is it? Now, he got busted in the UV mix too because we caught him in that one too. When we went to purchase the UV mix, the whole purpose of us buying the UV mix because we noticed in the demonstration the UV mix was much, much lighter than the previous paint that he already had. So we decided to buy the UV mix. Guess what? The order got canceled twice in a row. The order was canceled. because he wanted to change the color of the UV mix, making it lighter, so that way he could pick up a higher white level. In the demonstration of the UV mix, the paint came out so dark that it was impossible to pick up. So he went in around and changed it to make it a little lighter. So what we did, we placed an order for the UV mix to bring it over here so we can match the containers to see if he changed out the product, and he canceled his orders. And now you're taking the Frankenstein and you're changing it to the same color as the UV mix. Boy, I tell you, you scammers get caught every time. But be more than welcome to go basically prove me as being a scammer at the end of the day, because you're afraid to buy paint from me. I'm not afraid to buy from you. Whether you scam me or whatever you try to do, I place an order. I'm not afraid to buy from you. I'm still waiting for your order to go through. Next month will be 3 months. I will request it one more time and then we'll go from there. We're done. Because at the end of the day, you can't back your products. At the end of the day, it proves you have faked all your demonstrations against my product. You can't back anything. You've been running this scam for the longest time, and it is over. Jamie, it is over. Your scam is done. Can't even back your own product. Give you the opportunity. Like I said, if I want your product, I can get it here. But I gave you the opportunity. And even after all that, I'm still giving you the opportunity to fix the problem. All you have to do, you got the PayPal complaint filed on you already. We sent over the pictures and all the evidence. You're done. All I would have to say is, I want my money back. Money's mine. It's back in my account. But I'm not asking for that. Nope. I'm giving you a chance to fix your mess. Don't mess it up again. You'll give me more ammunition. Don't come up with any more dumb ideas. Don't come up with any more schemy ideas. Just do your job, do it correctly, and ship us over what we ordered. I can win the case easily. I have evidence backed up. People can watch the demonstrations. They can size it up for themselves. You messed up. So you're given an option again. You have 2 options. You send me the paint that is right here in this video, the one that I ordered. That's what I ordered. Or if you can't send me the paint because you're afraid and you know your product is not going to work, then you need to give me back the money. That's what you need to do. All right, well, that's it. We needed a short video because the other one went too long. When you posting this to the black site and the blacklist site, Fernando Gonzalez committing fraud on his website. Clearly went into his website and manipulated the color option to make the product darker than what it was. And we did a video, we time-stamped it a day before the product got here, stating that we had a good idea, or an interesting idea that he was going to do this. And he did it. He did exactly what we said he was going to do. So if you do decide to venture out and onto this website, be warned, you will get scammed. And after that, we are going to make the half and half. Feel free, Jamie, to go pick it up. We're going to post it onto the site. It's free. Like I said, it doesn't threaten our products in any way whatsoever. But for those of you who may not be afford our technology, you might afford the $5,000, $6,000 projection screens, and you don't want this bamboozle nonsense at the end of the day, we have a screen paint we're going to call the half and a half. It is the Network Gray 773. I will give you a little piece of the ingredients right now. It's pretty easy to make. Bottom line is, what you're going to do, simple and plain, is get the Sherwin-Williams Network Gray 773. That's what you're going to get. You don't have to do much to it. Tell you, for those of you who just don't want to do anything to it, you don't want to mix anything, just leave it as it is. But those of you who just want a little bit more kick to it, well, I'm going to show you how to upgrade that product. Now, this right here is the screenshots from his video of Network Gray 773 versus the Cinemax, which is supposed to be his prize screen paint. It's supposed to be the best of his products. You can check out the video for yourself. We have it right there for you to check it out. Now, If you decide to just pull it off the shelf and paint it as is, you're good. You're still good, no problem whatsoever. I mean, you're basically going to blend in. But if you want to add a little bit more of a kick to it, well, you got a nice little special ingredients for it. So now, keep in mind, as I said before, anyone who saw this demonstration,
It really is going to pay me to do it, but it's got to be done. Oh, man.
yeah, it's crazy, man. Look at this mess. Look at this. And that's his video. That's now, if you decide that you want to add a little bit more kick and you want a little bit, you can take it off the shelf if you want. You know, like I said, this is I consider it very dangerous to paint them on gray screen paints because the tone is perfect. Most people, when they're making a gray screen paint product, the problem they're going to have, they don't want to add too much black or too less or too much, and they don't want to mess it up. This is an actual perfect balance right here, a perfect balance. So you really don't have to add anything to it. Just take it off the shelf and paint it to the wall. But if you want to add more of a kick to it, we advise add some silver, a little bit more black, and some silver glitter. You don't want to put a lot of glitter in it, and don't put gold in it for God's sakes, because you have a Christmas tree effect going off across the screen you don't want. You want to put silver. Go over to Lowe's, pick up that extra fine silver they have for ceilings, what they use for. Put in 1/4. That's all you're going to need for 32 ounces. That's it. Now, usually the mistake that people make when they make a gray screen paint product, they'll put in like a couple of tablespoons of silver. Don't do that. You will never see that silver, not ever. You have to make it a half and half, which means half of this is going to be that PPJ or PPG, I think is what it's called. Half of that's going to be that, and the other half, and it doesn't have to be PPG, any kind of silver. It doesn't make a difference. But anyway, half of that's going to be Network Gray 773, and the other half is going to be the silver. That way you have enough in there to show, because it's a half and half. Now, as for the toner, I would say I like those Kool-Aid scoops. I like to use the teaspoons with the Kool-Aid scoops, 1 or 2. That's as far as I would go with it. If you want to go with 3, you can go with 3. We haven't tested that yet, but we're going to do this ourselves over here before we let you spend the money and do it yourself. But I say 1 or 2. And then put in half of that silver, and boom, you're good. Anything is going to show an improvement that's better than this product, and I'll tell you why. Because the product matched so well to the base of Network Gray 773, which means even if you don't add in silver and say you put in like 1 scoop of black paint, you have beat this product. Put in 2, you beat this product. Yeah. Well. So that's how you can go in and fix that right there. And we did the same thing right over here. We did our own test on this side. All right, buddy boy, I am out of here. Another reason why we also know why that he is ashamed of this video, and he wants to make sure it stays buried in his archives, because he will not post this video to his website, which we have asked him to do, to post it directly to his site. If you're claiming that your product doesn't match Network Gray 773 in any way whatsoever, then how come you just don't back it up and just put it directly onto your website so everybody can see the results? He won't do it. I wonder why. Maybe it's because it matches. That's why. Let's show you our test results. So on our website, we have our test results called the black versus black. These are demonstrations that we show you our products versus black paint, black fabric, black film, you name it. We've done it, we've painted it, we've made our own form of black paints, put against our own products. We got over 30 demonstrations of doing these tests when these guys don't have hardly anything at all, and everything they put against it matches perfectly. I can go downstairs in the max out zone. I can take gray Network Gray 773 and black paint. Neither one of them will match the screen. We can drop it at 1,000 lumens at 14 feet. None of it matches the screen. But if we take house paint of any kind, gray primer, bullseye, whatever, it matches your stuff perfectly with no problem. This is what you want to talk about ambient light rejection. This is what you call ambient light rejection technology. that same demonstration of him doing that with the P2 projector in a dark environment. This is how you do an ambient light projection demonstration on that same female, but we did one off the ceiling and a 148-inch screen at the same time. Here we go. This is called the black versus black. So people can come in here. We get asked questions all the time about our products, whatever form site that just happen to pop on. We always get that one person that'll say, hey, I wonder if you can do the same thing with black paint or black fabric or whatever. And this is why we have all these test demonstrations. So these are all videos, by the way, and all these videos were done live for everybody to watch. We even have a demonstration where we actually paint it directly onto the screen. We got screenshots, we got it all, everything right there. So how come that demonstration is not posted directly to the website? His. And the reason why is because even he knows it matches. All right, I got to go into editing mode. I got to add this video and some other videos to the site. Shoot, I don't even know what your stuff is at the end of the day, to tell you the truth. Frankenstein is a scam, and it is. It doesn't know what color his product is. Like I said, you don't know if it's black, you don't know if it's dark gray, you don't know if it's light gray, if it's ambient light, if it's not ambient light. And if he ever goes on YouTube and says, I never said that, well, buddy boy, yes, you did, because we got it right there in your videos, you saying it at 143 of you stating that the Frankenstein screen paint is ambient light projection technology, and that's 5 years back on that video. So why are you selling products under Frankenstein that's not ambient light projection and still charging people more money than what your product was 5 years ago? All right, I don't like to call people scammers unless I have proof to back it up, and there it is right there. Now, anytime you want to come on a YouTube video and say, oh, Mr. Burr's a scammer, his products do this, they're not my black paint, well, how about you order from me and prove that point? Oh, I forgot, you can't, because if my product does land in your apartment, it will rip your stuff up. And then you'll be sitting there embarrassed and trying to figure it out to explain on camera how a product that you slandered for so many years to be such and so just ripped your stuff up on live. Yeah, there you go. That's why you can't do any more reviews against my product, but I can do reviews against yours. All right, gotta go, people. Thank you all. I gotta be back in the back room later on today. I'm gonna get myself a bowl of cereal, watch some cartoons on here, because, you know, we got ambient light projection technology. That's what we use in here. I got our windows open. Ugh. Looking out the windows. I think I'm gonna watch Craig and the Creek today. There's the black screen right there. If you notice, Jamie, you see that? No dark areas. You notice all that? Nice, direct, you know. That's how real technology works. And I'm going to watch some cartoons off this because I haven't done any cartoons in this room at all. Oh, what's this right here? Oh, where's my cartoons at? Cartoon Network. All right, time for me to grab me a bowl of cereal and giddy up. Oh, we got a nice breeze in today too. I might go outside and watch. I miss the Ed and Eddies. I miss those. I think I'm gonna find some of those on YouTube and watch Ed and Eddies. I think I'm gonna do. Team Titans. That's what we're watching first. All right, I can go with that. I can get some Team Titans. This is how ambient light rejection technology works. Oh, remember, you saw me paint this to the wall, right? Yeah. Oh, by the way, $109 projector, all that good stuff. All right, people, we're done here. I got to post this video to the black site so we can have it so everybody can see it and educate themselves why you don't do business with this person. Fernando, try to figure out what that stuff is in that container. Is your product ambient light? If not, what color is it? Nobody knows. You just have to spin the wheel. I would stay away from the site. Don't buy from this guy. We got the digital and crystal screen paint on one of our other sites. You can go over there and make all the great screen paint you want. Or basically, at the end of the day, if you don't feel like mixing this and mixing that, just go buy the house paint. It's Network Grade 773 right off the shelf. You're done. If you want a faster way to do it, you don't want to add silver to it, just drop a little glitter into that, maybe another scoop of black paint. It doesn't make a difference. You're still going to come out better than this. Gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless.